So, welcome to this vlog. I decided to start it a little bit earlier, but
oh, is this for Michigan?
it's a long week. So we just finished our show. It's my last show. Oop-de-doo. And
Someone's
then
pumped. You know who has to take all of your Mandolin breaks? Me.
tomorrow I'm gonna move into college.
Yes.
Friday, I fly out in the morning to Michigan.
Just waiting to leave.
And then Sunday I go back to school, and then Monday I start classes. All right, I have all of my dorm stuff all packed up. Today is move-in day. There won't probably be a ton of footage, but yeah, the family's driving down to Salem and we're getting the dorm set up. And then tomorrow we fly out from separate airports to our show.
We are so excited to go to Michigan. And we're gonna miss Julianne, even though we're still gonna hang out with her all the time.
All right, saying goodbye to the parents.
Love you, Jules.
And I will see them all tomorrow, and everyone just helped me move in. So there's your little update. And yeah, the rest of the day I'm just putting things together in my little dorm. So moved into college. Hello, so we are once again in the XNA parking lot, and my plane boards in about an hour, so I'm gonna head in there, check my bag, and then meet my family up in Detroit. We've never been up in that area, I think, playing before, so this should be super fun. I missed you, ow! Been a whole day of traveling.
Been up since like 5 a.m.
Any words, Mitt?
Die! I don't think I can do it. Because my beginning and my end are connected. Good job.
Grandpa had warned us earlier in the day that there's this armadillo eating up his garden. I like sleeping outside Mountain Grove, so Grandpa set up a couple cots and we had full view of the garden. Austin fell asleep in his little cot and I thought I heard something. I was watching the garden and I saw like the shape of the armadillo and I was just like, I need to go to sleep. So I fall asleep. Next thing I know, I hear this breathing beside my face and I was like, surely that can't, I thought I was just in my head. But I look over and the armadillo has hopped up his little legs on my cot and he's looking at my face. So I screamed and Grandpa comes running out of the house shirtless with his rifle and he's like, where is he? He didn't ask even what it was. It was just so funny and he just like takes off. But the armadillo was already gone at that point, so I slept outside. That's pretty much it.
The armadillo got on your cot?
Yes, he came up to my cot and I looked and his face was right there and I was just like, leprosy, leprosy, leprosy. At least I don't have any kids. Hi!
This morning, Dad and I were gonna fly out of Springfield, go ahead of everybody and catch the rental car so no one have to wait. Our flight boarded at 5:30 a.m. Well, I live 15 minutes from the airport. Had to call me at 5:42 is when I picked up, and he was like, hey, like, I'm on the plane, like, where are you at? And I was like, still at my house. Literally throw everything in my suitcase, up in my car, and I'm like running into the airport. I had just like thrown my keys in my car at the short-term parking because I didn't have time to get my guitar or check anything, so I basically had nothing running, and I was like going through TSA and I was like, guys, my plane's like already gone, if not. So like everyone's like, go buddy, we believe in you, like everyone's like cheering me on. And as I like make it right through TSA, Dad calls me and says our plane just started moving, so I missed it. So I had to catch another plane, but not really a big deal. But I did feel bad because Dad had to fly by himself. We travel with a group of elderly people. They're not elderly when it comes to like their age, it's just the way they act. The last statement I heard from Katie was, she goes, okay, my goal is to make it 1 more hour. And I said, it's 7 o'clock, Katie. It's literally 7 o'clock. Your goal is to make it to 8 p.m.
So we are gonna go watch Black Widow. I haven't seen a movie in theaters in forever.
It's probably been since COVID.
We'll see you guys on the other side. We are on our way to a coffee shop. We're in our Easter egg outfits. Today we do 4 shows.
In this coffee shop we're headed to, we chose because some of our patrons run this coffee shop, and they had told us whenever we're in the area to come by and get some coffee. So they are there now, waiting for us.
Hip hip hooray! We are at the coffee shop and it's so good. The Lewis family kind of works here and they're our patrons, so 5 stars if you guys are ever at Lake St. Clair. Yeah.
The scenes that I'll be hearing you
This is a little bit of a more open venue, but they are building a tent back there. So we will have a place to go in between sets and rest a little bit. Our show is in a couple minutes, but for now, drinking lots of water.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Take care. Hey, I got stung on my pinky by a bee during that last set.
What?
Yeah, first song. He landed on my hand and crawled in between my fingers when I was going to do a lick right for the solo. So I had to smash him, and I smashed him, and his response was he slightly stung me on the tip of my, and then my fingers swelled up a little bit, and then it went back down. So it's pretty quick response by my immune system. So that was on Shenandoah? Yeah.
Hi, so we just finished the anthem at the Best Pro event and now we're headed to our merchandise table to say hello to all of our patrons and our fans. Which
Talking about Ellen messing up the words of the anthem.
she did miss one thing. Oh, what she said night instead of fight. Oh, oops.
Hi from Michigan. This little lake, St. Clair, that you can actually go down to Lake Erie and past Buffalo and out the St. Lawrence Seaway and all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Right here in this little beautiful lake.
So they just finished weighing in all the fish, and now we're about to play our last set while they calculate the scores. But we have a situation where Julian and Ellen had called some fish slime, and these toes do not want to feel it.
I'm gonna make the world's biggest spit wad, and you better look out. It's just slimy fish water. I'm the vegetarian. Why am I doing this?
It wasn't as hot today, but I'm still tired. It was a full day's work. So we're heading to dinner, and Jillian is early because we might be able to go to See's Candy if we leave in time, but it's not looking promising.
Nobody's coming out. It's very sad.
What are your 3 emotions you have right now?
Sadness, grief, loss.
Loss. Loss of what you never had.
But I did meet an interesting guy on the elevator who said, I gotta go up, I gotta get the ick off of Rick, and then I'm going out to dinner.
The
And I
ick
thought
off
that
of
was
Rick?
pretty funny, and now I've been trying to think of everybody and thinking of an ick and Rick.
So Katie is shooting us a picture of the menu at the place we're eating, but Matt is speeding me over to See's Candies.
We're gonna make it.
We are gonna make it.
That whole dramatic scene that we just filmed
Yeah.
in the hotel lobby.
Irrelevant, as somebody tweeted at me today. We are approaching. I'm so excited. So we got here like 5 minutes to closing and they are not here anymore. See's Candies moved. So butterscotch squares are not happening.
Here's an Eddie Bauer store.
Yeah, so we might just walk in there because we're here.
Jules, you should just rock, paper, scissors. Loser just jumps in like ice cream.
No. Because then if you get out and do it,
What?
then I'm stuck in a car with no driver.
Well, we're stuck here anyways.
Just in time? Yes.
All right,
We back. We back.
round 2 at Sanders.
Love this place. I got a peanut butter paradise.
Cookie dough and birthday cake.
Just cookie dough.
Hot cocoa gourmet float.
Got a mint chocolate chip waffle cone.
Is he Dad?
No,
Here. Look at the shadows.
it's very nice.
Hey, party people, where you at? Oh! I'm making the frog shadow dance.
They're so slow.
Watch this. Hello, party people.
So, second researching error on my part. We were supposed to go to Free Guy at 8:30 at the MJR Theater, but apparently there are like 6 MJR theaters in a 10-mile radius of each other. And so I clicked the wrong one. Now we are going to it at 9:30.
10 rings in cinemas.
First of all, Matt needs to figure out what to cash this little photo.
Pictures of men?
There's no business.
There's only 3 of us left. And now it is nighty time. Our plane leaves at 1, so we get to actually sleep until 10. That concludes today. So, it is our last day. Very sad. Everyone's been crying, actually, telling memories of their favorite part of this trip.
Oh, I'll go.
Okay.
My favorite part of this trip was last night when we dropped off everyone to get dinner and we rushed over to get See's candy and there was no See's candy. Julianne's face, you could tell it hit Julianne like an emotional roller coaster just hit her, and then she masked it. She goes, okay, let's go back to dinner. And I was like, well, we can just walk around for a second if you need to like cope. And she's like, all right, let's walk around.
I was being a really good sport.
You were instantly, I saw you just like, you're like, mask the emotions.
All I wanted is my box of See's butterscotch squares. I think about those things in the night. I do.
Like in anticipation for that, you kept mentioning like, oh, I can't wait for, we're gonna get some butterscotch, and then we're gonna get some samples. Let's ask for some samples first so we get an extra square, and then let's get the butterscotch.
I didn't plan on the order of
Yeah, she was talking me through the whole thing.
Well, we were both gonna order butterscotch squares because I don't really, like, I love the other See's candies, but like butterscotch squares are like my passion.
I don't know if you can have that as a passion.
No, you can't.
Passion is like
No, I was actively pursuing it. Yeah, love is passion, Katie. My favorite part was I actually slept in this morning. So then I get a knock from Ellen. She's not happy. So I got ready in 3 minutes.
I had a lot of favorite parts of this trip. This is my favorite Bass Pro location for several reasons. But I loved the Sanders ice cream shop we found, and it had the best mint chocolate ice cream. They had real hot fudge like swirled in between the layers of the mint, and it was phenomenal.
It's good to see Isaac again.
He's a cool dude. But he said he's been a vegetarian for 30 years. He said you just don't give off vegetarian vibes. Wait, what's my sandals? Isaac, if you watch this vlog, let us know and we will be shocked.
Thanks for throwing away my trash. I was kidding about that.
All right, crew is heading to plane, and then I think we're flying to Chicago, and then we're splitting up.
Send prayers for us going to Chicago.
Yeah, in the future.
Have prayers.
God is outside of time.
Chicago better than Dallas these days.
I still like Dallas because they have Chick-fil-A, whereas Chicago for some reason does not.
May I have your attention, please?
Okay, so I'm at a stoplight. Forgot to conclude this trip, but basically I went a mad dash to gates L 20 through 24. Figured out I love that gate in Chicago Airport. Highly recommend it. It's got a Starbucks and a burger joint. But basically, I'm rushing off to a club fair. I'm running a club this year with a couple friends. So I will see you guys on the next vlog.